So one of my favorite techniques, I love it, and I use it every day, the sandwich technique. It's very basic. It's very simple. I have found, though so many people don't know it, so I wanted to share it with you today and have you practice it. It's really to help you to be more empowered in your communication, and again, hopefully to get the results that you want. This is to be very focused and clear, and again, if you're upset with somebody, to work out the kinks, to write this as a script. It will also take some of the emotionalism out of it. So you always want to start, the sandwich technique goes like this. The first piece of bread is what it is. So let's just say today we're having a nice piece of wheat bread, and you always want to start with a positive. And I know some of you might be cringing, well, in this particular situation that I'm thinking of, Heidi, I can't think of anything positive. There's always something to appreciate. I appreciate that you've been on the board for the last 10 years. I appreciate that you've been at this company for the last 20 years. I appreciate that it takes a lot of time and effort to pick up your clothes off the floor. And that's going to help you calm down. But most importantly, it's going to set up for you to get what you want. This takes a little bit of effort maybe to come up with a positive, okay? But when you just jump into a confrontation of some sort or ask for what you want, the person's usually going to get defensive. So this kind of softens the blow. And I'll tell you what, this always works great. And these techniques, as you know, as I hope you're hearing, work great on the home front. And I even know with my husband, when you come from a place, especially when you want them to do something, remember we're not being aggressive and we're not going to nag. So what I want you to do is to come from a place of appreciation. Darling, I'm so appreciative. You worked so hard today. And I really appreciate all that you do to, make us a nice home, and boom, boom, boom. However, now this is the transition, and according to the sandwich, here's the meat. And then you want to not attack, no use. However, you don't clean up after yourself. You don't put the dishes away. When you say the word I, it doesn't make the person defensive. I've noticed that, or I'm concerned about. So maybe something at the workplace. Again, I appreciate, Sally, that you've been busy, you have 2 little ones, and I really appreciate, all the work that you've done with this company now for about a year. However, I've noticed on several occasions that it seems that you've come in late, and I'm concerned about you not being here on time and your work building up, something along those lines. I've noticed, I'm concerned. Those are phrases. I wish I could say I made this stuff up. I've been teaching it for so long. I'm sorry I don't have the resource, but if you kind of Google assertiveness language and assertiveness power phrases, these words work. So try on something new, because I'm sure that your old way is not giving you the results that you want. So the last piece of bread, the wheat bread, is you want to tell them what to do in a gentle way. Here's what I suggest. Here's what I recommend. Here's what I would like to happen next time. Here's what I want from you if it's more casual and a family member. Here's what I would appreciate. Here's what you could do for me. Tell people what to do, because here's what you don't want to do. I appreciate ... However, I've noticed that, and then just leave it. So I would really appreciate it. Tell people as often they don't know. That's the whole thing. People are not usually psychic. And that's where we get into arguments and perceptions and miscommunication. We think they should know. They don't. So let's be more empowered women and educate them and tell them. And then they have the right. They could say, I don't want to do that. That doesn't work for me. Okay, let's renegotiate.